Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Toledo's offense will go to work first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's long. Got enough for the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop.
Might have a chance. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
The Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Richter. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Smashes through the tackle. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes it play early.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Makes the catch. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Running inside. It's Bennett. Here's a little room there. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Eagles.
It's a nice decision by the quarterback there in the RPO. He's reading the keys on defense. They say hand the ball off. You want to do that. You've got a guy this special in the backfield, maybe. Get him as many touches as possible.
You know, a lot of times on those RPOs, the defense just has to hesitate for a second, and that little pause will open up those creases, and he takes full advantage of the defense just freezing for a second, makes the big, long touchdown run.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Bond. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Rockets come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Back to pass. It's Richter. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Rockets go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Trying to make magic with his feet. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. And the Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Rockets. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The extra point here would tie the game. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Here he comes with the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass. There he goes! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Right back to the well. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The run inside. It's Bennett. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for once.
Scanning the field, it's Kim. Snagged out of the air. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Play action. The sure hands, it's Crosby. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Then just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. They'll give it to the back. Picks up the first down. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football.
Finding some room. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy. It's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off the play fake on first down. Soft spot in the middle. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
After that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Quick spin on the right. Open space at the 25. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And sometimes you go, man, what a play by that guy. He carried people, or he broke tackles, or his speed. And that time I'm like, Palmer, where is the defense?
I think it's too many guys being selfish, David. I think it's guys getting out of their gap. Everyone's trying to be a me guy, a hero, get the stat, maybe get the sack, get upfield. But you've got to play team defense. 11 guys doing their job. They did not get it done there.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The give. Went right back to him, and again he is denied. It's 3rd and goal.
Never getting stopped on that 2nd down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Extra point here will tie the game.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line made the holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And he tacks on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Toledo hoping to get things going on this drive as the offense takes the field. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. The throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Richter. Safe completion on the screen. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them.
Maybe a crease. Makes it past the marker. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Using his legs, it's long. He's there to make the stop.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Punch it out of the air. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running back searching for a hole. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Trying play action. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Rockets will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to rock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, Dave.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Here's a quick throw out to the left. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, 2nd down, clock's running. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Kim. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, making it an easy completion.
Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Eastern Michigan going fast.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Off the play fake. Got a man. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rockets offense looks primed and ready to launch on this drive. And this quarterback has had a less than stellar game. They just haven't found any rhythm whatsoever in the passing game. It has cost them on the scoreboard. They'll have to come from behind, and they'd love to get something going here. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for space. It's long.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air, it's Richter. Firing to the right, complete. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But when you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got him. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Under fire. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And sometimes the quarterback grabs the football so quick and tries to get out of his hand, rushes it a little bit on these quick throws. Sometimes they don't even grab the laces, and you could tell he just grabbed it, threw it a little bit too quick, and missed behind the wide receiver.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Finds a tight end. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The Rockets, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, the 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage.
He lets it fly. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run 1 more play on an untimed down.
Number 93 on the field goal.
It is perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Missouri, taking on the number 3 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's Ole Miss in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being pumped right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And the Rockets will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak.
Makes the grab right down the middle. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Eagles. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and the receiver. They were looking at each other. It was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the second half. Looking for a gap. It's long. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll ride the hot hand. There's a crease. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Here's the handoff. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And he'll be brought down. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Now facing a third and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Richter. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. Wow, you just don't see that a lot. Pass interference negating a pick six. What a costly penalty. The Rockets have this offense rolling. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rule will check on his condition. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Holds and fires complete to the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO. Not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Rockets trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Rockets! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up into 3rd. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking downfield is Kim. Pressure coming. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Got it in the middle, it's Isaac. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Here's a hit. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give on the counter. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Working on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Rockets will snap it on 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. To the air, it's Richter. Catch in the middle, it's Simpson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Bond. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Pocket breaking down. And they got it. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got the quick pass. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, they'll mark it at the 33. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense. Getting a stop against these guys on third down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air, it's Kim. Rushes on him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing.
Makes the grab down the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Gives it on the option. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face. Oh, they blocked the kick.
And what a time to do it. Tie ball game, second half. You always talk about offense, you always talk about defense, but the special teams field goal block unit coming up big for this team.
The Rockets offense looks ready to go on this drive. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. On the run, it's Sanders.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Rockets are rolling down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. They'll try to power their way ahead. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Push down for the tackle.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout call here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
The Rockets will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They've got the beef on the field. 3 tight ends set, 3rd and goal from the 3. Toledo. They move on top here in the 4th. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Kim. Makes the grab on the left. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. The Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. It's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
You get a huge play offensively, and now in this 2-minute situation, you got to think about clock management, right? When are we spiking the ball? We got to be throwing to the sidelines, get guys out of bounds, save some clock. We're trailing, but we've got a chance to win. We just got to be smart with the clock management.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble and throws. Got the back over the middle. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They'll try to get the first through the air. He'll try to do it himself. At the 20, he's got space. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Kim. Into the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or you go for 2. You go for the win. You try to take the lead. That is a you decision.
Set to kick this one away.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Found the spot in the defense. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
By the back. Timeout, Toledo.
And the Rockets, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. To the air on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Back to throw, it's Kim. Here's the pressure. Trying to buy time. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Gets the back moving. Direct snap. It's Bennett. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a third down.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. The defense has made it tough, but they'll try to plow their way in here on 3rd and goal in overtime. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. And they grab the lead here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. He'll try the left side. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like...
They've got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. 1st and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Touchdown, Rockets! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
Here in the 2nd overtime, they'll snap it on 1st down. He leaves it with the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth, into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Toledo! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Can't do it better than that. The two-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Dropping back, it's Kim. Fires to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Bennett. Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man. That will be enough to move the chains and get the first down in the red zone at the 14. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Under fire. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Eagles! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass. The poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming two-point play, you might just put it back in his hands and let him go win.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for two. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these two-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.
They'll run the option. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense. They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. It's complete to the right. That's it. That's the ball game.